Data just flipped and it's bringing down the entire crypto market. I'm going to share that resource with you. And XRP price action, we're going to talk about it. Where is the support coming from? How much of it is left? And will the event I just talked about before this affect XRP price? You bet it will. Let's get to it. What's up, crypto Web3 enthusiasts? How are you doing today? By the way, thank you all for the support on the live stream and lately with the views. It's been nuts. The thank you goes to you. Now let's do this. Let's learn today, but let's have a lot of fun because the news I have is not good. That's why the market's red right now. That's why things are peeling back from their highs. I'll share it with you. Then you'll have that resource and then you could share it with other people and then you'll look really, really cool. Bitcoin sitting at 28,301. ETH 1789, rejected at 18. ETH's 18 is very important as well. XRP down 1.6, last 24 sitting at 53.3. Good news is XRP is above 50 cents. That is a key mark here. Bad news is, well, we'll get into it when it comes to price action because they had several rejections. Interesting stuff. 10.4 for XLM, up 3% here last 24 hours. XLM making a counter move to the markets. More funds for crypto crackdown. The SEC chair, Gary Gensler, the devil himself, Gargamel. Hold up, everyone. I did it for a reason. Gensler Gargamel himself was out there saying, yo, the 2.4 billion, I need some more money to go after crypto. No kidding. In a time of budget cuts, Gary Gensler, Gargamel, sorry, I got to take the hood off. I was turning into him. I'm freaking out. It was like my skin started to change. He started to, bad, stay away. But anyways, Gensler's out there during a time where the government's considering 30-ish% budget cuts on certain things. Gensler's like, nah, I need more money. They're like, you stupid ass. We don't have money and you are asking for more? Oh, and you're overreaching? Oh yeah, and you're using laws from 1933 and 1934 to regulate stuff now that we couldn't even foresee then? Oh, you want to go after climate stuff too? Gensler, you're not God. You're a ghoul. But anyways, he's asked for more money. The government doesn't have it. The taxpayers already milked to death, right? It's a bad mess. That's our SEC in the United States. Now, the Thai SEC, where some of us are thinking of maybe relocating in the future part-time during the year. This guy. Thai SEC softens its stance towards digital assets, planning to lift limits on ICOs. Sources reveal that the Thai SEC is preparing to soften retail investment restrictions related to initial coin offerings to boost digital investments. According to an official announcement released by the regulator on Thursday, the agency is willing to lift the limit of 300,000 Thai baht, 8,800, for asset-backed ICOs per person, planning to allow bigger investments in real estate and infrastructure. So on one end, you have the SEC out here that is destroying jobs, destroying an entire economy within a nation. Over 1 million jobs, by the way, so far. They're attributing to Gary Gensler and the SEC's overreach. Regulation by enforcement. You loser. 1 million jobs. Now, you got the Thais out here are like, yo, hey, okay, cool. We'll take crypto as an economy here. We'll make some new regs, some new rules, because this is new stuff. We're not stupid like you fucking Congress people in the U.S. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear there. I'll bleep that out. But yeah, you see it. They're very, very different in the world. All right, XRP overtakes Bitcoin on volume, top 4 Korean exchanges. This is very much like the previous story, okay? Previous story with Thailand and the SEC. You have action outside of the United States now fueling this. Before we saw like one exchange in Thailand kind of pop in, then all of a sudden, boom, they all just started roaring. Now, there's plenty of drive out there, and plenty of the trading is coming. Like, look at Binance. Look at Binance's XRP trading volume. We're seeing the volume kind of peel down a little bit, from its peak. So obviously you're seeing some softness. The softness, though, has to do with the data that I'm going to share with you. But before I share that data with you, no, it's not a teaser. No, it's not just a tip. We're going to give it all. I give it all. I give you the whole thing. Just to stick around. But I wanted to share with you this. XRP trade volume across top South Korean exchanges has seen a recent massive surge. The asset currently dominates the market share in Korea's 4 largest exchanges, comfortably overtaking Bitcoin and Ethereum. The development underscores renewed demand for XRP as South Korean traders look to leverage its latest rally. Upbit, 24-hour trading volume, 569 million. BitThumb, 137.9 million. Coin One, 35.9 million. Corbett, 2.8 million. So a lot of times when I'm reporting stories about there that exchanges overseas that are failing, and you guys are like, yo, Klaus, are you just like totally smoking the good stuff? No, by the way, it's pre-workout and caffeine and BCAAs. I've got a really long run I have to do today, so no, it's just pre-workout. But you guys are like, whoa, Klaus, why are you reporting on all these stupid small exchanges all the way out there? It's because these small exchanges are not helping pump up XRP rally. There's a reason for the madness. This whole crypto thing is big because small exchanges in South Korea have enough oomph, enough financial cojones and tatas, for the ladies out there, save the tatas, has enough out there to just propel XRP just flying. So that's the reason why I report on all of these exchanges, crypto hot potato, because it's always about that cash flow. Now let's get into what changed. All right, here's the resource. And as always, any article you see in this video or any of the other videos that I do will be linked in the description below. No, legitimately. You know how many comments I see where people are like, yo, where did you see that? Dude, it's linked in the description. Like, just look for article links. So it'll be 2 sirens. It's all found underneath there. Oh, okay. CME Fed Watch Tool. Ooh, baby. What happened? Well, here's what happened. We are now expecting Jerome Powell and the Fed not to take a break. Yeah, that's right. Dropping more meat on the market. Jerome was out there and we just heard him. You guys watched it. We're like, yeah, we're probably going to take a pause because we could go through other means, basically tightening standards of lending, right? You need to put more down, loan to value ratios, the amount that's lent out, all that stuff would get restricted. So you don't have to raise rates. You could restrict that stuff too to kind of choke demand. But now this tool here, and let me show you how it works, okay? And I'll show you what the pivot is. And this is why the market changed. You don't get this kind of stuff on other channels. Please share this with other people. It'd really help me out. All right. Current target range is 475 to 500 basis points. You see it right here on the screen, okay? When you scroll on down, you can see 475 to 500, so to stay the same, there's 48.2% of people. Now 500 to 525, which means to be raising it 25 basis points over the current, 51.8% of people are saying that Jerome Powell is going to do it. Now, you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, dude, that's only 50-50 odds basically. Like, it's not really something that should scare the markets. It's not the fact that the odds are 50-50. It's the fact that the odds have changed here over recent tone. Look at this. 1 week ago, it was expected that the Fed would pause and not raise rates. 1 week ago. Now, that 72% of people that thought, hey, the Fed are going to pause, now you only have 48%. 27% of people were like, yeah, there's going to be a rate hike. That was a week ago. 1 week ago, that's how different things are. Now, a week later, almost double. 51.8% of people think there's going to be a rate hike. All has to do with inflation and the data that's come out. All has to do with the Fed El Presidente's talking too, saying, hey, 200 basis points is our goal. We have to get there. We have to fix this. We still have a lot of consumer affecting inflation that is just a big mess that we have to tackle. Our banks are solid. Our economies are good. It can withstand more rate hikes. More rate hikes increases the bond gap, which means we have to bail out more banks, which means that has to come from the U.S. taxpayer, money printer go burr, which increases inflation, which increases the bond gap, which increases the bailout for banks, which increases how much you pay in taxes. You get my point. This is unsustainable. Let's move over on to pricing. All right, check it out. XRP up on the screen. All we're looking at right now is the action above 50 cents. All right, I'm going to show you something really neat here. So here's the move. And watch as I scroll. Watch right here. As I move over, look at this. You can see once we hit that peak, the peak right up on here, getting right towards that 58 cent mark. Got it at 58. We just could not hold it. 58.04. Got there and it ran out of steam. And you can see the volume spikes during these moves on up, right? There were some really big volume hits. But when you zoom out, though, you start seeing, well, wait a minute. Can this volume keep up? Can this keep up to levels like we saw a year ago. Now, the reason I'm bringing up the Korean exchanges is because, as I showed you in the past, volume in the U.S. is poo-poo. Like fractions. I mean, fractions of what they do out in Asia. So unless the U.S. is going to start fronting some big money here, which isn't going to happen because we're all waiting for the court case, the action is going to have to come from the Korean markets, Korean action, Asian action in general. Binance too, man. So keep an eye on that. So looking at XRP, we've seen the big move, the big hit was up to 58. We have since retraced, but when you look at the candlestick here in this daily candlestick, you can see that, note, we're nowhere near the bottom of the day. We got down to 52.7. Right now at 53.7. So we have to see where this floor lands. And we got to hold strong until April 12th because that's when CPI data comes out. Juicy CPI data where we get a delta of like 0.5, 0.6. That puts more pressure on the Fed to go back to pausing. Then we could go back to our CME tool, see if it slides back that way. Watch the market move to that. We can play the market off the pivots and the tools. We just have to know what tools to use. So yeah, 12th, we're going to be live streaming that as well. And remember, the 18th, Gensler get his Gargamel. So will this rally last? Well, we've got more Fed speakers coming out today talking. If they're more hawkish, saying, hey, we're going to have to do whatever we got to do to get it back down to that 2.0, then yeah, you're definitely going to see the markets pivot more red. Seriously, check out that CME tool. It's linked in the description below. You can watch it from a weekly basis, daily, monthly, and you can actually watch the momentum swings of the chart. So definitely start paying attention to those Korean exchanges as well as Binance and XRP trading pairs. That is going to tell you if the price is going to be able to stay. What I'm hoping for right now is that no matter what, we hold 50 as a floor till we get through CPI, and fingers crossed we've got juicy CPI data. By the way, I wrote a naughty up on the board during the live stream. The naughty was SMDFTB. Comment down below if you know what that is. Now, what I do outside of crypto, the reason why I need the pre-workout and the pre-burn drinks, well, that's this channel right here. You want crypto Web3 action because you haven't gotten enough of it? Well, I really like you for that. Thank you. That's this video right here. Now, until more news breaks, you know what I'm doing. I'm going to slam this ASMR. You cool cats have a great rest of your day.